look at all these games on Steam. I can't even play them all, but fuck it, I'm gonna try. Oh shit, another Steam sale, I've been steampunked. Oh, right in the wallet!
Alright, now we're good. We had a false start. Let's play. Yeah, I loaded
really
significantly
fast
faster this
computer.
time because I already.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
It is
employee
actually.
number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
So this is Steampunk Plus One.
Did every day of every month.
And we're playing a Stanley Parable.
And although others might
And Matt Holmen has the controls.
Stanley
That's me.
pushed every moment that the orders came in.
I am controlling Stanley. He seems like a nice enough guy, relatable.
Yeah, you know, Stanley in a cube.
Yeah, he's getting by.
One day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
I wonder what kind of porn he
He
watches.
sat at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happen. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So now you're in control.
Ooh.
See, I felt like this would speak to both of us in being performers and breaking apart from the cubicle world, the boring serving world.
All of his co-workers
I want to check out.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wonder which one's the meeting room.
Fortunately, you've got a relatively linear path. An empty office space.
It looks like they're guiding me somewhere.
Lots of open doors, yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I? Oh, did I?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and he knew perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I feel like just rebelling against this game automatically because I'm a cubicle worker.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I should have mentioned that this is about choices, for sure. Like, this whole game is nothing but choices.
Beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, that looks.
No, you could.
So he
You could.
walked through the maintenance
I feel okay about it.
straight ahead to the opposite door and got back on track.
But then there's this other option.
Oh no. I've probably never been down here before.
Well, considering this is your first run-through on Stanley Parable, you've definitely not been down here before. And it's certainly not where he guided you.
Certainly not.
That pretentious British asshole.
Do you have a pretentious British asshole that's telling you what to do in your head?
No, actually, I have Morgan Freeman telling me what to do in my head.
Perfect.
From here, it's left.
I guess I'm okay with that.
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh, how dare you. Oh, come on, buddy.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
It's like I was saying, very heavily narrative-driven. Stanley Parable is probably one of one of my favorite games of this year, for sure.
No. This
Wow.
isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
My eyes are closed.
We just
Just so you know.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
And then he just throws you back at the beginning.
No.
Yeah.
Actually?
Well, I mean, kinda. It's not exactly the beginning.
Okay.
I mean, it is certainly where you came from.
This is where I started.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And for the most part, the script is essentially the same.
Huh.
When Stanley... Wait.
Uh-oh.
What?
But now neither of those doors are
I
open.
restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
One to go left.
What
He decided to obey his orders
Well,
after
I
that?
just figured,
We're
I
back in that room with all the monitors.
failed the first time.
Move the story somewhere, or
There's really no succeeding at this game.
Oh, no.
was right here just a minute ago.
There's honestly probably
Sure that it's here somewhere.
8 endings at least.
Really?
It's an
Yeah.
adventure.
Oh.
Come, Stanley.
Yeah.
Let's find the story.
When do I
Let's
get-
find the story. Where did the story go?
When do I get a gun? No, it's in here somewhere.
It is not that kind of game. It's significantly more cerebral.
I find FPSs to be very cerebral.
Really?
Like chess.
Well, I mean, we're not talking about brain matter.
Oh, boy.
We're talking about actually using the brain matter
I see.
as opposed to splatting it on things.
Right. Extra cerebral.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
He spends a lot of time chastising you.
Restart the game.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be,
I
like...
find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by
Inspirational.
starting over and over again.
This is a very large office, though.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Wow. Loading. Alright. Fun.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to
I've been wondering the same.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And sometimes it'll restart and there's literally nothing but papers on the floor. Like, you can't see the floor, it's just papers.
That's wrong. It's possible that
Okay,
Stanley has
no doors now.
just came from.
This is a
Why
new
don't we go back
twist.
the other direction and see if we missed anything?
So we'll go back.
Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story.
So the story must be here.
No, wait.
Nope.
Oh.
Dead end again.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Come on, British narrator. Oh,
This doesn't seem right at all.
seems
Now this-
bizarre.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Oh,
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing...
you would start me over again.
You win!
Hey, you win! You beat the game already.
Wow.
That was pretty easy.
I'm pretty good at this game.
Yeah, you are.
Good.
Gotta say.
It took me probably 4 tries to get to this.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I'd never do anything.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to.
No!
And we restart again. That's the 3rd restart now?
I think so.
Okay.
At least. Fourth. Why doesn't that loading bar just go?
Oh, now we've got this helpful arrow.
Wow.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley
Or the line.
Adventure Line.
I want one of these in my own life.
It certainly would make things easier, wouldn't it? It actually kind of reminds me of, what's the movie?
You see?
Uh,
The line knows where
Stranger
the
Than
city is.
Fiction?
No, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Onward, Stanley, to Destiny.
Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Makes me think of the time bubbles.
I've actually never seen Donnie Darko.
Really?
It came on at a party in 8th grade.
Or to put it another
The
way, is the story
girl I had a
of
crush on
destination
was like, gotta watch this.
And you were like, I gotta watch your mouth.
Yeah, and then she went outside. Whoa.
This arrow is, I'm pretty sure this arrow has ADHD.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Wow.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a...
How did you stumble upon, like, one of the weirdest endings of the Stanley Parable your first playthrough? This is definitely, like, I mean, you know, some of them are pretty straightforward.
Wow.
Oh, and we've got this epic music to follow this arrow to.
I feel like I'm doing something heroic. Monthly ledgers.
No one can see me beating my chest with my arm to this music, but I assure you it's occurring.
That's right. Peer reviews. Have you ever been peer reviewed?
Yeah, too many times.
It's
It's one of the reasons why I will never work in an office again.
Yeah.
Cut the music, go back, and look at that fern.
There's a fern? Oh, that lovely fern.
Fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you
Okay.
study it closely
Looks like a
and
couple different
remember it
ferns.
carefully. You won't want to miss
Fern.
anything.
It's a very important fern.
Okay, alright.
One of them, at least, is very important.
I believe him.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line.
I like how the line is trademarked. Yes, exactly.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
That's right.
I mean, essentially, all it's telling us is that eventually you're going to end up recrossing your path.
Oh,
and
no.
now we're back to the big monitor
Oh.
room.
Can't go in there.
Well, I mean, you can. You just need to close your eyes, apparently.
Right.
So where does this one go?
Try this.
It ends... Oh, it's back at the beginning!
Oh, man. Wait.
That goes into a closed door. And that's where he came from before.
Fern?
Yeah, because the
Oh,
fern's
no.
here.
Can I go to the right? Or that goes to the...
Yeah, it goes to the closed door.
Alright.
We can't open the door.
Alright. Just close my eyes.
Alright, spoilers.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done
Every reference. I've never played this with the subtitles on. Every reference to line has a trademark on it. Oh, and we restart again.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Okay. Now we've got the line again. Hopefully this time the...
Oh.
What?
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Yeah, right?
Intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Why can't we?
Exciting.
We can.
daring,
It's
We totally can.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, so we're deviating from the line.
Works for me.
Go off to the right.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want?
It could be anything. Now we're going in circles.
I think that's possible.
Oh, no, okay. It's not circles.
Three.
For now.
Oh, no, not
Ah, the fucking line.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Alright, whatever.
So does the fact that I went to the monitor room right away, is that coloring the story now? Is that giving us different...
I really don't know what actually, like, kind of influences the different... Oh, hey. We've got a choice now.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
I know there... I mean, obviously, it being a coded thing, there has to be a finite amount of choices that one can make, but...
In turn, means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
You're a very obedient gamer.
Yes. Then by all accounts,
Well, I was getting punished for the earlier disobedience, so.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Well,
Okay, I guess
Alright.
that's gonna be... Oh,
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
there it is, gone. After a long time, Stanley died.
Determined? So now, according to the
Backspace.
schedule, I
8
restart.
restart.
Then what?
Narrator is
I'm
gone.
supposed to forget.
Not able to go
Well, what if I
anywhere.
don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why
So,
don't I get a
Deviate
say?
from maintenance room. I did that.
Yeah.
So that is.
Yeah, I mean, this pretty much outlines what you've
what's
done.
happened.
Yeah.
Aimless wandering. Yeah.
Trap like this. I won't restart the game. I won't.
Of course, at the same time, it's also kind of like outlined what you've been forced to do
Right.
to a certain extent.
Does
Well.
that mean did we do it?
Have you been playing for 17 minutes?
The whatever it
Yeah,
is,
roughly.
the schedule. How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Well,
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind
a little more
of
lifelike.
summary, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
What, in that you deviate from what's expected of you and you meet a dead end?
I hope
you just spend a lot of time waiting around rooms.
find out, won't
Yeah.
You know,
we? Eventually.
being told what to
In
do,
the meantime,
sort of resenting it, but ultimately going along with it.
Yeah. Unfortunately. In most cases.
It is what it is. I'm resigned to it. I'm okay with it.
Are you really?
Yeah, the more that you give in, more power you really have.
Says the guy in, like, a famous-ish band.
I'm a guy.
Oh, yeah.
You did say that,
Who do you answer to anymore?
Monica.
Yeah, but it's Monica.
gone. What could it mean?
My friends are my bosses.
Go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed.
Oh, this is very similar to the beginning of the game.
Yep.
Hey, what?
I think we're actually back to...
I'm going to the left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single.
And here's the meeting room.
Feeling away
Tips for not getting fired.
Stanley decided
Talk less, yeah.
to the boss's office, hoping he might find an answer.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. That seems like the cycle that has kept me
Seems
out of the
about
working
right.
world.
Oh, God. Slick blue graphic header. Slick. Up or down?
Going to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, so you're going full by the book this time.
I think so. Let's see how it feels. Oh, wow. Where is he?
Very, very mahogany.
Stepping into
That's
his
nice.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yeah, no one.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Question.
What he would not have known was that the
Look at the
keypad
ceiling.
behind the boss's desk guarded the
That's what it looks like from top, I guess.
been keeping from him. And
I wanna be a
so
boss.
had assigned
Look at this,
an
Chianti.
extra secret pin number 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, Stanley couldn't possibly know that the pin for this keypad is 2845. That is what he said, right? 2845?
I think so.
I think it was what he said.
I've got a knack for
Stanley
remembering
just sat
stuff.
around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combat. Yet incredibly, by simply pressing the keypad, Stanley happened to
Apple pie.
input the correct
Ooh,
code
well,
by
why not?
sheer luck. Amazing. he stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Ooh, wait, where?
There's a newly opened passageway behind you.
Oh yeah, it's quite large.
Fairly large.
Drinking on the job.
The point of the job is to drink.
Oh, I see. We're gaming. I wouldn't have perceived that gaming would be at this stage when I was 10 years old.
What do you mean, like, in matters of realism, in matters of, like, playing with...
More in direction and, like, art games, you know?
Sure.
Like, you know, maybe on...
Well, yeah, I mean, when you were 12, it was, you know, what, Super Nintendo?
Yeah, and Doom, you know?
Yeah.
And the most exciting thing I'd ever seen in my life at that point was Duke Nukem.
Yeah, that was
whoa,
the one where it was like,
and boobs.
oh, that's kind of mature.
Whoa. And, like, jokes that I don't get.
And going back to your Sierra games, Leisure Suit Larry.
I remember the big thing about Leisure Suit Larry was since you were playing in DOS, there's no such thing as Alt-Tab. So if your mom walked in...
There's no
escape. Getting out of it! You're in DOS! I didn't know a way anyway. I'm sure there's a way. Oh, sure. That's...
Mind control facility. Okay.
Okay, well... Okay. That's good. The button?
Looks like it.
Wow.
So this is the big monitor room.
We're there, but we're downstairs.
Place hold, Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, gaming really has come a really fucking long way when you consider, like, how... I mean, technically, it's still pretty young.
Yeah, right, and how simple everything was, and how you could just kind of... You knew what to expect.
Yeah.
Any given game. Oh, they are.
Now the monitors jump to life.
And now we get to play with concepts.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Wow.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
It's kind of dark.
Yeah, a little bit. Wow. He's the one who knows it. It's quite the,
So the one that's blacked off is where he came from, I think.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what the fuck is this company? Are these all just employees of the company?
That's a lot of employees. This is a big office.
This is, yeah, a pretty large office.
Has Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Very dramatic.
I appreciate your very dramatic camera pan.
I'm trying, you know.
It's so, the filmmaker in you that...
It's hard not to move, like, too quickly. There's nothing artistic about this.
No, certainly
it's
not.
Everyone's favorite move.
Yeah. He spent his entire life utterly blind to the world. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded.
Can you imagine just hitting a button and making someone, like, happy or sad?
That's how it feels.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
It's heroic.
Yeah, I don't know what this pit's for. It's very, ominous looking, but...
Is that the kill switch or the on switch?
That's a switch. There are a lot of switches in this room.
I can't. Is this where you...
I have no idea. There's stuff on the far end of the room.
What's that?
I don't know. This actually all of a sudden doesn't look familiar to me.
You haven't been here?
No, I have, is the thing.
I feel like the big buttons are.
I think, yeah,
Facility
under
power?
facility power, yes. That, okay, yeah. I got turned around.
This seems right.
I don't want to, like, lead you in directions,
No,
you know, because I've been through this a whole bunch of times, but...
Found the source of the room's power. He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
On seems like an interesting choice.
Let's go with off. Feel heroic. Did it?
Did everything just die?
It turned off. God.
God was never on.
God is a program.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's
Exciting.
command. Freedom was
It's the closest thing that you get to a win condition in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's honestly like at least 8 endings,
They
and
actually
it's
end.
all
Huh.
well. I mean, ish.
Right.
There's a lot of ridiculous. You die in a lot of
You do?
yeah.
Well, I haven't died yet.
The narrator tries to kill you. Yep.
Trust it.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand.
But I mean, the whole point of the game is it's this narrative that's in this, boxed construct.
Right.
It's this game perception,
Right.
and they toy with that game perception.
The menu screen is one of my favorite parts so far.
What the meta-ness of the
Yeah.
Through the open door.
First it was Truman Show.
Yeah. Exactly. This
And,
totally takes that same sort of tone.
And then being John Malkovich.
Yep.
And, another
Ed TV.
another one by the same guy who wrote being John Malkovich. Adaptation.
Yes.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
I love Charlie Kaufman so fucking
Absolutely.
much. Like, so much.
I also, I love Nick Cage.
And
Unpopular
double the
opinion.
Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And double the
Twice as
ugly
much.
Nick Cage.
Yeah, exactly. Low point. I love that. I feel like that's almost Charlie Kaufman just like making fun of himself. He has Nick Cage play himself.
Yep.
That's so smart.
Yeah,
You couldn't cast
every
Brad
single movie that Charlie Kaufman has released has been like on my top list.
Oh, yeah.
I
Just
love
default.
everything that he has done.
What was the Philip Seymour Hoffman one? Synecdoche, New York?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's his most recent.
That was the last one he did.
Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So now you have the opportunity to
To, disobey. or
go different ways.
Find some kind of medium.
The
route.
first time I went through on this, I disobeyed every single order.
You did.
And you end up in the most depressing place ever.
Really?
Yeah.
See, what is the message? What are they telling us?
I don't know that there needs to be a message, so here's their break room.
Right? Wait, am I supposed to...
But we're
it's
we're
not.
back to business now.
Right. Is there something in there?
No. And that goes to the meeting room.
Right?
But we're not going on that track.
No.
Following directions. It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, I've been pretty good at it.
So bad at following direction. Because, I mean, you're going totally against all
Right.
direction.
Look, Stanley,
So it's
I
good.
think perhaps we've gotten off on...
So this, we're on the platform.
I'm not your enemy.
There are a couple of different ways to do this.
I realize that
You can jump down to the platform and go out, the side.
I can jump
or
down?
we can follow... I mean, you can.
Did I die?
No, you can... you just need to time it right on
Oh,
the
I
catwalk.
see. If I
you know?
jump now, would I die?
No. So we can go... Yeah. So we can go the other way. And there's an open door
there's a
on the
door.
other end of the catwalk.
Exactly.
That I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince
I
you.
do kind of want to die,
Really do.
to be honest with you.
I can't remember what I had to do in order to get the narrator to kill me.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No way, man. Hey, me.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No way,
I
man.
still don't think we're talking properly.
So they take the choice away from you.
That's so good.
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
The circle again.
We
Yep.
would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I
Where is it going to stop, narrator?
solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, apparently that's where it's going to stop. Into a blackness.
Blackness.
And a loading screen.
Got me again? No?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh yeah, no, I know this ending.
Yes. Oh, it's
Universe.
if we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
It is very pretty.
It is.
I feel pretty happy with
I
it too.
feel it's revelatory. I haven't felt this way since watching Meryl's ass in slow motion. Metal Gear Solid. I actually wrote a song about that moment.
Seriously?
I found it.
So I think that's where we came from.
You're right.
There is another place to go.
There is?
Yeah. I can't remember where it is. Like, it's off. Obviously, we don't have so many options aside from it.
Perhaps. Or
Really?
that?
No, there's totally another place to go.
Not back
Is
here?
it that? Oh, it is that.
Oh,
Okay,
this is
yeah.
new.
No, totally. Yeah.
Where are you going?
Now we get to upset the narrator again.
Ah.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
All good things must end, narrator.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
It's trapped with me.
No!
Right. You lived.
You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back? No.
Maybe I can do it again. Maybe I'll die in the
What are you
second.
doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this?
Stanley?
At this point, the better question is, why do you exist?
Do that
Yeah.
for me?
Oh man, he's so good at manipulating
Is this
me.
really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes.
Get a kick out of it.
And he gets so sad.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much
He's.
to ask.
This is like. It's abusive.
You wanted to
I
make a choice after
wanted.
all. Well,
I almost feel bad for the narrator.
Oh.
Is it
Alright. I did it. I died. I finally died.
All right, let's call it at that, and move on to the next game.
All right.
and I'm gonna give you some more apple
Thank you.
pie.
This is my celebratory.
Yeah. Matt Holmen, ladies and gentlemen.